What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Hooked Up channel. I'm your host Jake, and today we got quite an interesting video. Now, if you've been fishing for a long time, you know the fishing industry likes to go in trends. Several years ago, I know the Whopper Plopper was huge, and then all the rage was about Senkos for a good while. Right now, for example, all the rage in the fishing industry is about forward-facing sonar. Almost everything new that comes out is tailored to that, which, as a bank angler at heart, kind of sucks to see, because I mean, if you're bank fishing, you're not using that kind of stuff. But there is one thing that is kind of going under the radar of a lot of fishermen right now, and to be honest, it's one of the dumbest things I've seen in a long time. Now, this bait goes by a lot of names, but I'll simply be just calling them fuzzy baits, because once you see it, that's kind of just what they are. But this is going to be our little bait of choice right now. As you can see, it is literally just a ball of plastic with about 100 little legs sticking out of it. And trust me, I'm thinking exactly what you guys are thinking. What the heck is this? Now, these baits aren't something that's really new to me. I've been aware of their existence for a little while, and up until the recent months, it's kind of stayed kind of a very secret thing. It has not hit the mainstream market up until recently. This fall at iCast, which if you're not aware what iCast is, it's basically one of the biggest fishing shows in the country. Almost every big name manufacturer has a select number of releases that happen then. And what made me finally pull the trigger on buying a couple packs of these stupid looking baits is that big manufacturers like Strike King and Z-Man actually got on the bandwagon and making fuzzy baits this year. So I said, screw it. I'm gonna try and jump aboard the hype train, and I wanna see what all the fuss is about. Honestly, I have no idea how this video is gonna go. Like I said, that is probably the stupidest bait I have ever laid eyes on. There's almost any bait you see in the shop that makes you go like, what is that? They almost always have some redeeming quality that it looks like they'll catch fish. But this one, I don't know, guys. I just don't know. But that's exactly what we're doing today. We're out here at this super juicy pond, and we're gonna see if we can find a fish dumb enough to eat those little boogers. Now, the one I'm fishing today is gonna be called the qbomb. This was actually one of the very first ones to really hit the big markets. It's been around for probably about a year, I'd say. But like I said, I finally decided to pull the trigger when I started seeing more and more manufacturers come out with it. So we're gonna see what the hype is. I got a couple other brands with me. I do have some from Strike King. So we'll kind of test the Japanese version and then kind of the more Americanized version. But to be completely honest, I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to throwing this. I kind of rigged it up on a small wacky style hook. And I'm gonna be fishing it pretty much just like a wacky rig. Casting it out, let it sink for a little bit, give it a couple twitches, see if anything springs to life to chase it. But I do have that on some pretty light tackle, because as you can see, it's a pretty small bait. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. So using light tackle, you're able to cast it out and retrieve it with pretty good effectiveness. But that's enough of me talking about it. Let's just see what this thing does. Now, when it hits the water, I don't have any weight on this. The only weight is gonna be what's actually in the bait. And it does advertise it as sinking, and it does sink. Now, I don't know how good y'all can see it, but it does pretty much what you'd expect. It just slowly sinks, and those little hairs just pulse out, and it's got really good movement when you're moving it. So we'll have to see if this thing does anything. Oh shoot, there's a bass right there, guys. Ooh, that's gonna be a tough fish to catch. He is sitting with his back out of the water almost. I'm gonna cast it over this tree. He got it. Nice! Dude, there's no way. There's no way. Dude, there's no way that worked. There's no way that worked. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a stupid animal. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, isn't that a freaky sight? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I gotta get a picture of that thing in his mouth, because that just looks surreal. Let's see, get the thing out of the way. I mean, I'm just using this tiny little hook. And there we go, not a half bad fish. Absolutely insane catch. I mean, if you can see where my rod's pointing, he was sitting right there, and I cast it over the tree, and as soon as he saw it, he just sucked it right down. Oh Also, can we acknowledge that I just ran down that pine straw bank without slipping and falling? That was impressive too. Well, I'll have to fix this a little later. My rod got all tangled up in that encounter. But I guess that goes to show that there are fish that will eat this stupid little thing. Got him, got him. Oh, that was a good eat. I didn't say, oh, that's a good fish. I saw him down there. I was like, I saw a shadow behind the bait. I was like, I don't know if that's a fish. I didn't say anything, but no, that's a good bass there. That is a very good bass. Let's keep him over here in the deeper water. I saw like a dark shadow chasing behind my bait. And then eventually I just saw that bright orange tentacles just disappear. And I was like, oh, something grabbed it, I think. Something grabbed it, and there he is. That's a good fish. That is a good fish. Let's see if we can land him. I'm trying to be very careful because that hook is very small. Well, he ain't done yet, man. These fall fish are grumpy. The water's getting colder, but these fish are still mean as ever. Come here, come on. Stop flopping. I don't want to horse him in too bad here. All right, but let's go ahead and get him in. Get a finger in his mouth. There we go. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That is a fish right there. Look at that, just choked the little qbomb, man. That is crazy. Never in a million years would I thought that have actually worked on a good sized fish. Let's see, I mean, look at that. That's why you don't want to horse them. Look at how, I mean, look at that. I just touched the line. I never even touched the hook. That hook never even got in past the barb. Jeez, that's a good fish. He's probably 3-ish pounds maybe. It's hard to say. I don't have a, well, I do have a scale, but we're not gonna worry about it today. All we know is that's a good fish. And I mean, I didn't say it over there when I caught that first one, but one fish is a coincidence. 2 fish is not. 3 fish really isn't. So hopefully we can get a third one before we leave here and try another pond. But I mean, just clobbered it. I don't know if you can tell, there's a little pipe there. I put it right in front of that pipe. And the more I fished it, like I said, I swore I saw something chasing behind it. And eventually, I guess I just popped it just right because he just sucked it right in. Nice, man, nice. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Bass just chased something right in there. Let's see if we can get him. Oh, I know he's in there. Come get it. I know you're in there, man. You can't pull that mess and then not bite anything I throw in there. You can't pull that mess on me. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, there he is. I just spooked him. I just spooked him. He went right in there. I don't see him. I only hope he's down there looking at it. Ooh, he got it. Nice. Oh, I was looking down at what the minnows were doing, and I looked up and I see a big boil where my lure was a second ago, and I'm like, oh, I think that's a fish. I don't know, dude, this looks like a bigger fish than what was in there chasing those minnows. This might be a completely separate fish. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think he's hooked good, so we're just gonna flip him. Because I'd like to not get my boots full of mud if I can help it. Ooh, not quite as big as that last one, but super thick, man. I mean, she's got a belly. She's been eating good, full of muscle. That's a bruiser right here. That is a beast. Ow, and she's biting me. How rude, how rude. Well, I guess it's rude for me to stick her in the mouth with a hook, so I guess we'll get her back. And we're even now, all right? We're even. But y'all, that's 3 fish on the little qbomb, so I think that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that this thing does catch fish. I gotta admit, I still don't know how. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea how this thing works, but it does. And honestly, that's good enough for me. Oh shoot, look at that, look at that. There's a fish just busting in there. Fish busting in there. Oh, get it in there. Ooh, okay, we got it in there. Don't know if he's still there. Maybe that one we saw on the other side of that tree was a bass. I mean, that looked a lot like a bass going in there chasing. We got him. We got him. We got him. That's can't tell how big this is. I can't tell. It doesn't feel light. Oh, that's not small, no. Well, I guess we can say that this does work at schooling fish, busting on minnows too. Oh, look at that jump. Look at that jump. Oh my goodness. We got ourselves an acrobat over here. Oh. I mean, look at that. Choked it too. Oh my God, he jumped right in the rocks. Okay. We'll grab him then. Gotcha. Ow. Ow, he's got some good teeth on him. Nice. Look at that. Choked it. I mean, no hesitation with that bite, clearly. Well, let's see if we can unstick him real quick. He got it so far in there, man. Okay. Choked it. I mean, that's a healthy fish, man. He was just in there just busting on those bait fish, and unfortunately for him, he stuck around long enough to get tantalized by the attraction on this little thing, and he couldn't stand it. He could not stand it, not even for a second. Nice. I gotta say, just fishing this thing for 5 minutes, I think the weighted retrieve is a much better way to fish it, unless you're specifically like doing some sight fishing or something, because this just allows it to hang out closer to the bottom where these fish are going to feed on it, and it makes it easier to tell where it is in the water columns, because it actually has a half decent sink rate. So I think I like doing it this way a little better. Alrighty guys, so that I think is going to wrap it up for the first lake. I did a lot better than I thought I would do. I mean, I usually go into videos kind of with an expectation of what might happen. This video is one of the exceptions. I truly had no idea what was gonna happen when I started tossing that thing in the water. But honestly, the results really surprised me. But the one thing I wanna do is that most all of my fish catches, with the sole exception of the first one, were just done targeting specific pieces of structure, which isn't, I mean, it's fun. But what I really wanna do is I wanna get some more sight fishing bites. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head over to another favorite pond of mine where the water usually runs pretty clear and the fish are usually sitting up pretty shallow. So when you combine those two things and stick a qbomb in their face, hopefully that'll equal some fish on the bank. Alrighty guys, we have made it to our second pond. It's a good bit bigger than the last one, but the water is still nice and clear. We got great visibility, and hopefully we can get some good sight fishing bites. But honestly, we're just here to put fish on the bank, so even if we got to just target piece of structure, I'm so happy to be here, and hopefully we can make something work. Looks like there's a little good little area right here. Got him. Oh, I saw him come up and smack it. I saw him come up. Oh, he's got another one chasing him. Look at that. Oh, nice. Unfortunately, didn't perfectly sight fish him, but I saw a little divot in the shallow bank right there, and I was like, you know what, that looks like a perfect spot for a big old bass to sit. He ain't even that big, honestly, but he's a good size. Look at that, he's got another nice one chasing him. It's probably a little bit bigger than he is. Let's see, we'll get him up here. Very nice, very nice. Ow. Ooh, barely hooked too, just popped right out. Where'd his friend go? I don't know. His friend must have took off. He's a bad friend, man. He just ran away, left you hanging. All right, get out of here, Squirt. Get out of here, Squirt. Well, that's good. That took a few tries. I did get a few chances to sight fish before we got to this area, but they just wouldn't go for it. The problem is the water here is too clear. So they're super, super skittish. But I'm gonna keep trying to get a good sight fishing bite, at least one. And then once we accomplish that, we're gonna switch over to the Strike King one and see if that does any better or worse than this guy. But nothing came out and chased it either, so maybe they're sitting over here. Oh shoot, I see one sitting right there, man. He thinks I don't see him, but I do. I'm gonna drop it right on top of him. Oh, okay. He did not want it. Well, maybe he's got some buddies that do. Oh. Yep, that was one came and grabbed it. I don't know if the camera picked that up. I barely saw it myself. Oh, oh, oh shoot. I almost walked right on top of him. There's like three, at least three really nice ones just sitting right there. He got it. Oh, I saw him come up and just kind of gum it. I didn't know if he had it or not. Oh my God, there's so many in there. Oh my God. I just hooked him and about 10 others came out running with him. Oh geez. Sight fished him. That's it. That's what I wanted to do. I just saw him sitting right on the edge of that shade line underneath that tree. That's a good fish too. Oh, lift him on up here. I'm really putting this 8-pound leader to the test. Oh, I'm manhandling these fish with it, but so far, we're not breaking. Look at that, he's hooked good too. It's right in the side of the mouth again. I saw him come up and just kind of nip at it. I didn't know if he had it all the way, but he did. He's got pretty colors on him, look at that. Very pretty fish. Nice. Let's see, we're gonna bloop, drop him right back in there. And I see two that have returned to their spot. I don't see all of them, but since I got this tied on already, we'll see if we can trick one or two more real quick. Let's see. I don't see him. Yep, he got it. Back to back, baby. Oh, back to back. See, I didn't see him bite it. I just saw my bait just disappear. That's the good thing about fishing with those that orange colors. It's super visible. Oh, there's another one sitting right there, just hearing all the commotion, wondering what the heck's going on. All right, choked it again. I mean, that's a good fish. He's a little scrawnier than that last one. If he had some more meat on his bones, he'd be a good fish all day long. He's a little scrawny. He's actually got a bum eye too. Poor guy, I feel bad about catching him. I feel a little bit bad now. But shoot, I mean, guys, we know that this thing works plenty good by now. Let's go ahead and switch it up to that other one and see if there's a good difference between their bites. All right, so our next bait is gonna be the little Strike King Tumbleweed. Now, versus the qbomb being a JDM bait, this is one of the first big companies in the US to really come out with their own version. You can see the size difference. It's a lot smaller, which I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, and the tentacles are a lot smaller. So it's a much more finesse presentation, which honestly, seeing how skittish these fish are, that might work really well. But there's only one way to find out. We're gonna go get this thing hooked up and we'll see if Strike King knows what they're doing. All right, so there we go. I did rig it back up on our just small single hook with the, all right, so here we go. I did rig it up back on our small single hook, because that other one we were using for that qbomb was perfect, but it was just a little bit too big hook-wise. So we went back and downsized. Not sure how well it's gonna work. We might have to just suck it up and go with that big hook, because something tells me this little thing ain't gonna cast for nothing. Well, it actually gets out there okay. We'll see. Now there's, oh my goodness, that actually worked. Look at that. Look at that little minnow. Well, I guess we know it works. That is one thing I noticed about this one, is obviously it is much smaller. So it'll definitely appeal to a much smaller caliber of fish. So the challenge I think with this one is to see if we can still get a big bite on it. Because a part of me is thinking a big fish is gonna ignore it, because it is a very small meal, but just maybe we can make it work. Let's see, this is usually a good spot here. Yep, I see a nice one sitting right there as soon as I picked my head over. I don't know if he sees me. He might. I think he does because he's starting to move. But we'll put that right in his path. See if he slurps it. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. He did. No, that wasn't him. That was another bass. Oh, and he let go too. I thought that was him. Oh, there's another big bass down there. Whew. We got some big bass in here, guys. Okay, we're gonna try something. Since we got some big fish hanging around here, we're gonna go back to the qbomb, see if maybe this just isn't the right bait for today. All right, we went back with the big one just to see if maybe This will get attention from those bigger fish. Hey, let's see. I'm not seeing any down there yet. I know they're here somewhere. Oh, yep, we got him. We got him. We got a nicer one. Oh. I don't know, guys. I think that might be proof that that little Strike King one just isn't up to cut it. I mean, this one has a much better presence in the water. It's got much more action because the legs are a lot longer. Gotta say, not sure about that Strike King one. I think he's just a little too small, if I'm being honest. Let's see. We'll get him back and see if we can find one of those big ones that I was seeing. There's a good fish. Ooh, he's a little spooked. He ran right to it though. He gobbled it. Ooh. I didn't think I was gonna catch him. He was acting pretty shy when I saw him on the bank. He started running away pretty quick, but he couldn't resist the allure of the qbomb. No, he could not. Get him on up here. Nice. Not a big one, but not a bad one either. Work it free. There he goes. Nice. This little cove this little pocket right here looks pretty juicy. We're not gonna sight fish, we're just gonna send one right in. Nice. I didn't even see him bite, I just felt a thunk. I knew there had to be one sitting there. Look at him move, damn, he's going fast. All right, you burn up your energy, you ready to come in? Well, you're coming in whether you like it or not. Oh, geez. Easy, buddy, easy, buddy, easy, buddy. Okay, well, all right, he got it. He's like, man, get away from me, I got this. That was quick. Oh, I did it again. Oh, he got it. Oh, okay. I was like, oh, I did it again. I accidentally walked up on a school of a dozen bass and scared the crap out of all of them. But no, I dropped it right on his head. He just went, okay, cool, nice. Oh, nice tail walk, nice tail walk. Let's let him burn off some energy because he's grumpy. He's very grumpy. I was not expecting that to work. All right, buddy. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. That's enough, that's enough. That's a good fish too. Oh, nice, chunky bass, dude. Look at that. Good picture with it in his mouth. Nice. You know, it happened to me 5 minutes ago over there. I just accidentally walked right on top of a school of them, spooked every single one, couldn't get them to bite. And then it happened again, but maybe 20, 30 yards down the bank. See, not even that. Probably about 20 yards. Sweet. Oh, he tore it up too. I got to rehook it. That's the good thing about these, since it's just a round bait, you can hook it really anywhere. So if one spot kind of gets torn up, you just hook it in a different spot and you're good to go again. Nice. Bass or bluegill sitting there? I think they're bluegill. We're gonna get a cast in there anyway. Oh, because there's a bass sitting there too. Oh man. Oh man. I didn't even see him. All of a sudden my ling just disappeared. I like it when they bite it. I love it when they bite it like that, where you see it down there, you don't see the fish, all of a sudden it just, boop, it's gone. Shows you how well these things can camouflage if they want to. Nice. I knew he wasn't alone. I knew he wasn't alone over here. Oh, that's so funny, dude. This is a, whew, I hate to say it, but I think I like it. Alrighty guys, I think this is going to be the end of our video today. And honestly, it pains me to say, it really does, but it works. It does, it works, okay? I have to admit it. It caught a lot of fish, a lot of good caliber fish, and I really didn't want to say it. I wanted to hate on it, but I can't. I mean, I really can't. Honestly, if I can be completely honest, I think it's got a spot in my tackle box. I really do. I really do. I think it'll work. What I really want to do is springtime sight fishing and bed fishing. I think this thing is going to be an absolute menace on those shallow water fish. But unfortunately, we got a couple months ahead of us before that comes around. But anyway, you guys, if you liked the video, make sure to show it by subscribing, liking the video. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I appreciate every single one of you guys that tune into the video. And I will see you in the next one.